It was a bright Saturday in Milton Hills. Families walked dogs, children rode bikes. Then a scream cut through the air. "Get your hands off me!" On the sidewalk, a 15-year-old black girl was pinned against a light pole by a white officer. Her bag lay torn open, books scattered. "Stop resisting," he barked, gripping zip ties. "I didn't do anything," she cried. "I was just buying a snack." He didn't listen. With cold hands, he tied her wrist to the pole. In public. Cars slowed. Phones came out. Someone yelled, "She's a kid!" But he muttered, "Let them watch." 2 minutes later, a black SUV screeched to a halt. A tall man in a dark suit stepped out. Calm face, fire in his eyes. His badge glinted in the sunlight. Federal Bureau of Investigation. The officer froze. "Sir, she was acting suspicious," he stammered. The man raised a hand. "Don't." He turned to the crying girl. "Sweetheart, are you hurt?" Her voice trembled. "Daddy!" Gasps rippled through the crowd. The officer's world stopped. He had zip-tied the FBI director's daughter. "Untie her," the man ordered. The cop's hand shook as he fumbled with the plastic. An agent stepped forward, slicing the ties. The girl collapsed into her father's arms. He held her close, whispering, "You're safe now." The officer tried to speak. "I didn't know who she was." "That's the problem," Director Marcus Green said coldly. "You didn't care who she was. You saw a black girl and made her a suspect." Phones recorded every word. 6 videos hit the internet within the hour. By nightfall, the clip had millions of views. Hashtag Justice for Amaya trended nationwide. The next morning, headlines exploded. FBI director's daughter tied to a pole by a racist cop. At police headquarters, the chief faced cameras. "This behavior does not reflect our values." But it was too late. The world had seen everything. Officer James Carter was suspended pending investigation. Alone in his apartment, he scrolled through the video. Her tears, the crowd, his own face filled with rage. The comments burned. "He should be fired. He could have killed her. This happens every day." Across town, Amaya sat beside her father. "I just want to forget," she whispered. Marcus shook his head. "We don't forget, baby. We make sure it never happens again." The next day, she filmed a short message. "My name is Amaya Green. I'm 15. I love science and poetry. But a few days ago, none of that mattered. All he saw was a black girl. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was just walking home." She lifted her wrists, faint red marks still visible. "These are fading, but what happened won't fade, not for a long time. I'm speaking out because this happens every day. The only difference is my dad wears a badge that says FBI director. Most kids don't have that protection. That's why I won't stay silent." Within 24 hours, her video hit 10 million views. Celebrities shared it. Schools played it. The mayor called it a turning point. In court, Marcus spoke before the judge. He shouldn't have needed to know who she was to treat her with dignity. Every child deserves respect. Amaya took the stand next, her voice steady, her eyes brave. "I want him to know he didn't break me." The courtroom went silent. The jury returned a verdict. Guilty on all counts: misconduct, assault, and violation of civil rights. Carter's head dropped, 10 years in federal prison, barred from law enforcement forever. Outside, Amaya stepped into sunlight. Cameras flashed, protesters cheered, but she didn't raise her hands in victory. She just whispered, "It's over." Her father smiled softly. "No, sweetheart, it's beginning." Days passed, an envelope arrived. Cream paper, gold seal. "Dear Amaya, your courage has inspired this nation. Because of you, we are launching a national program to train officers in youth and community relations. It will be called the Amaya Initiative. Thank you for being a leader. The President of the United States." Tears filled her eyes. "They named it after me," she whispered. Marcus nodded. "You changed something bigger than you realize." Weeks passed. Amaya spoke at a youth justice conference, standing tall before hundreds. "I wasn't brave at first. I was scared. But courage isn't the absence of fear. It's standing up even when you're afraid. We can't stay silent. We have to speak not just for ourselves, but for everyone who's ever been made to feel small." The crowd rose to their feet, clapping through tears. That night, as Amaya looked out her window at the city lights, she realized her voice had become more than a story. It had become a movement.
Because one voice, when it refuses to be silenced, can echo through the entire world.